Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We find ourselves here again on a Friday night. Mm. Trickle on in. Mm. That was good. We're going to wash it down with a little cocktail. Oh, oh. Good evening, everybody. Happy freaking Friday. How was your week? How was your day? How is your night going to be? Come on. Get in here. Get something in your glass. I actually got to turn this down. I am jamming. Just blasting it in here, man. Good to see you guys. Been a great day. It's Friday, you know? Had a little nap sprinkled in there, you know? We got, look at this. We got top fans now. We were talking about this little engagement thing. The more you talk, you get a thing. Wilmington Piper's #1. And I don't know how you get XP. There's 4 people with 75 experience points. Wilmington! We got James Lay was in here way early, and I think he's already slammered. He's already there. So we need to catch up. We play a little catch up. Get going there. Chip! What's up, Chip? He says it's way too early, bro. There's no. It's Friday. We should have started this morning. Mike Meyer, sug it. Trev's in his 30s now. He's only drinking top shelf stuff. I was thinking, like, I was going through some of my bottles, and, like, I'm just, like, I'm not replenishing at the rate that I'm getting rid of them. You know what I'm saying? So we're killing them. And I'm getting to this point where I have a lot of bottles that are, like, freaking full, but because I don't drink them, because they're gross. So I was like, man, I gotta start. Maybe we'll revisit this and see if it's as bad as I thought it was. You know what I'm saying? Or just, is it as bad as I thought it was? Or some of them aren't even that bad. I just don't find myself reaching for them. Some of them are gross. Definitely gross. The one that I'm planning on trying at some point tonight, which I don't know. The more I'm talking about it, I don't want to do that. But I need to try it. I need to revisit it and just see. Is it bad? 49er fan Matt. Matt, I think I got your package. I think that's you because you said you were sending it to me. But your name, the part of the label, is like got rubbed off. So I think that's what you sent. The samples all have proofs written on them. That's you, right? Trevor Gunkel! What's up, Trev? You out on the freaking tractor? Peter White, Corgi! Viper Candy, cheers, nerds. It's good to be back in the chat. Oh, God, I wait all week for this. Bourbon Hunter says, cheers, I'm in the pool. Limited chat. I would never get out of the pool to watch me. Just throw it up there and stay in the pool. And then just don't even chat. You're there. Float around and get drunk's the best thing. Erica P says, cheers, nerds. What's up, Erica? Roy is walking. How far'd you go today, Roy? 70,000 miles. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. What's up, Daniel? I don't even know, like, I finished watering the plants right before this, and I was like, it is so freaking hot outside. We're in like this heat bubble. I'm sure half of you guys are too, but it's like we're in like the 106-degree heat index, okay? Humid and hot. You just look outside, you start sweating. And so when I come inside, I'm like, I really just want like a whiskey sour. So that's what I'm starting with. You know? This is what you gotta do sometimes. I don't know. What's up, Guy Davis? You got some 1920 in your glass? Martin. Hey, Trev. Happy Friday. In Arizona, Blanton's, Eagle Rare, and E.H. Taylor Small Batch have all become shelfers. The bourbon market must be way, way down. Are you serious? Blanton. Okay, so I remember a time. Again, I haven't been in this that long. I'm sure some of you guys have been into bourbon the past forever, 40 years. But I do know there's a lot of people who got in with the bourbon boom. So I'm talking even when I first started getting into whiskey, which was 2017. Even then, I don't remember seeing Blanton's sitting around, but it was easy enough for my mom, Mama Wrench, went to the store and asked for a bottle of Blanton's for my Christmas present, and she got one. Like, first try. Eagle Rare was also on the shelf, and I could drive not really around my part of town, but I could go to Tennessee in E.H. Taylor Small Batch every time, $39.99. Like, every time I went there. So I guess we are seeing. I don't know. I don't know. I have to formulate my true feelings and opinion on the bourbon thing. I think it is. It's eventually. I don't know if this is the time, but with all of their expansions, like Buffalo Trace, and let's just talk directly Buffalo Trace. All of their massive expansions, it's going to catch up, and when it does, in theory, we should see their stuff more and more and more and more and more and more. I think it's too early for that because all of the stuff that went into those new warehouses, I don't think it's ready. I think it could be also the fact of oversaturation. It's the same stuff. The wave has died. People are it's like everything. Mm-hmm. I turn that voice off every time. It's back. Nerd. Did that gain you experience points, Wilmington? Anyway, I just think that I don't know, I think it's partly burnout. Like, here's the thing too, is there's not enough. I feel like there's not enough new releases from these distilleries to keep people that interested, I guess. Like, I haven't gotten a new bottle. Like, the best new thing that I got was some random bottle from Portland, freaking Oregon. And like everything else, there's not a lot of new releases, and I think half the people just get burnt out. They're like, okay, I've tried everything and I'm bored of it, and they move on. And then the other half are like, well, I guess I'm gonna just stick with the shelfers or whatever. I don't know. I think it's a combination of all of these things. One-eyed catfish. I'm after the boom. I don't think one-eyed catfish. I don't know if I've said your name. Are you new here? I'm going to scroll back up because I went way down. I missed a bunch of you, but I just saw that jumped out at me. But he's enjoying the adventure so far. I don't know. I think too, all of the new releases, they really are. There is a heavy focus on. Here's the thing that I'm seeing right now is there's a heavy focus on just expanding your allocated assets. Buffalo Trace has been doing this forever, but they're ramping it up. They've got several new E.H. Taylors coming out. And just, I don't know. Look at Wild Turkey stuff. It's all allocated $400, $500 stuff. I think there are people that are focused on that. And then the other thing I'm seeing a lot of is age statement returning. I think that ties in with, well, people are freaking bored. There's nothing, like, what really else can you do? Like, there's only so much you can do with bourbon. Like, you can't just come out with a new, what is Jim Beam going to do that's just new? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really can't do something new other than tweaking ages or finishing them, So I think them returning age statements back to all of the things that they took age statements away from, that is simple enough to excite people. Like, oh my God, old granddad freaking with a 7 on it. Yeah, look, now everyone's after old granddad, It's just been sitting there forever. So I'm seeing a lot of that. They're going after the people who think that a 13-year-old bourbon is worth $500, and they got tons of it. Each year they'll come out with a new release. It's probably the same stuff, just a new bottle. They just rebrand the product, which is smart because people buy it. But Mr. Fulton, hello, Trev. This Sunday, July 20th, is my big 26th celebration of my birthday weekend. Well, Mr. Fulton, we love you around here, brother. And I don't like to wish people early happy birthdays, but we will celebrate your birthday early. So, cheers to that, huh? I'm fairly certain, I don't know where I learned this. I think it's like a German thing. Wishing someone a happy early birthday is bad luck. So I've just never done it. Tony Bagnus! What up, Tony? Rick! Chanel! You guys up to? Trickle on in here. What you got in the glass? Fly Fisher! Literally, just got a text from Sarah. Are you live streaming? She's, get this. And I'm like, yes, I'm live right now. Like, you could just pull up the live stream. That fool went on vacation without me. She's at the beach. She's at the beach, and I'm here with you guys. I'm only buying 1.75 liter and occasionally 1 liter now. It says Fat Corn. Fat Corn, are you new here too? What's your go-to? So that's sounding like you know what you like. I'm gonna buy it. What do you want? What's up, Andretsky Paulo? Trev, threw the proofs on so you can make an educated bad decision. Okay. Okay. So it is a blind. I didn't know if the proofs were like. At first I was like, he just reused these. But then I was like, no, maybe like, am I dumb and just didn't remember that he was like, I'm sending you like 5 samples of the same thing at different proofs or something, So I was like, the heck? Adam Hudson, I'm thinking about opening my Weller 107. I've had it for about 2 years. Why not do it? It's probably the best Weller that is there, to be honest. Guy Davis. 1920 is next for him. What's up, Stacy? Four Leaf Whiskey, Josh Fritz, James Morgan. Oh, we got all the nerds here tonight. And I have an empty glass. You know what that means. I just picked bottles I would celebrate with for your 30th. Well, I think we might need to. I think we need to drink those tonight. Then Matt's here. I have the samples. I mean, am I like? Let me get them all out. I mean, I can write down what I think of them. They're definitely high proof. 140. What up, Jerry? Jerry Bledsoe, David Smith, trickle on in. Sipping on an Old Faux Rye barrel proof. Ooh, those are good, man. I really like those. A lot. Rocket Boy, Trev, chat, what do you think of the new Four Roses single barrel series? Just got an OESO. Love them. I think they should have freaking done that. Here's the thing. The way they're doing it is actually way better. I always wondered, how the freak are you going to do that without, like, clogging up the shelves, you know? I think releasing them just, like, a couple at a time is the best thing they could have done in... I don't know. It's a genius idea from them, I'm telling you. And I've been thoroughly enjoying them. Let me grab my notebook so I can take notes. All right. Draw a line under this one. We're going to call this the 49er. Okay, you do with your 49er fan. Matte. Light. Okay, this pen sucks. There we go. 7, 18, 25. How many are there? 1. There's 5. There we go. I'm just going to do one at a time. Because you didn't give me the answers. And I'm not actually, like, blinding them. I'm just enjoying these pours tonight. Because this was a birthday. This is a birthday box. So I'm going to enjoy these. And I'm just going to write what I think of them. Just keep notes of them. And I'm going to keep some so I can try some more if I want to. I'm starting with the one that's 110. I figured that's smart. Like, maybe we shouldn't start at hazmat, but maybe we should have. Looks good. Smells good. I already know what this is, dude. This is a Russell's. This is a Russell's Reserve single barrel store pick. That's what this is. You can't convince me otherwise. Swing and a miss. Well, dang. I will say, if that's not what this is, because I still think he might be screwing with me. I haven't tasted it, though. It smells like I'm going to enjoy it very much as I would a Russell single barrel. You know what I'm saying? You know, you smell that, and you're like, oh yeah, that's good. This is going to be good. Did I say hey to you, Josh Fritz? I keep seeing you, and I'm like, I don't know if I said hey to Josh Fritz. I think I did. So now you owe me 20 push-ups. What did you guys think of Penelope Architect? Been seeing it lately here in the UK. No idea which batch. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm probably not the dude to ask about that batch. About that one. I don't really like the Architect. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's definitely French oak. So if you like, think Maker's Mark 46. Okay. I just like 46 way better. And when I drink the Architect, it makes me think. There's like a rubber note on it that I get, like a water hose, like just there's some sort of like petroleum thing going on, kind of just chemically, and I don't know. Yeah, hey, to each their own. I've had two batches and I finished them both, but that's my thing. I don't know if I'm gonna buy another batch. Miracle! How about asking Miss Wrench or Mama Wrench to choose your pours tonight? Well, I'm too late. That would be a great idea. When I need to do another one. We need to get Mama Wrench back on here. They've been super, super busy, but things are winding down, so that's good. Two, I need to do another, have Miss Wrench come in here and freaking blind me. Those are always terrible. That's how you know how bad I am, when I can't even identify my own stuff. Michael WMD. Good evening, all of you wonderful whiskey people. Secret to a long marriage, Trev. You do your vacations, she does hers, and you do yours together. That goes for hobbies and interests, too. Abso-freaking-lutely. So she's on a family vacation right now. She comes back. She'll be home for 1 day, and then we leave for our vacation. So that fool is just totally checked out. So I get, oh, surprise. That means this will be the last live for the month. Oh no, that is a total lie. Because, we haven't decided if this is going to be live on my channel or if it's live on my channel but Patreon only. But there will be another live on Monday. Monday. Patrons, I sent you those photos. We are drinking through some very, very interesting barrels that Gene sends us. And one of those will become the very next pick released. And it will be, they're ready to go. We just have to pick which one we want. I just got to tell you guys, for all of those losers who aren't in the crew, there's a 15-year Canadian rye at 131 proof. We can get the stats of who this is coming from, too, by the way. There is a 2017 Kentucky bourbon. Again, where in Kentucky? I don't know the specifics on these yet, but a 2017, so what does that make it? 8-year bourbon, 119.5 proof. There is a 2017 Jim Beam Double Oaked, 118.2 proof. I'm kind of interested in that one, like really hard, if I say so myself. I'm going to take a sip. Are you sure? That is freaking good. And then there is an 11-year Boo Rye finished in an Armagnac barrel. And I'm also very excited about those. I've never had a Boo Rye in an Armagnac. That's interesting. But bourbon finished in Armagnac or cognac is like one of my favorite finishes you could possibly do. So we have those samples. I have to go pick mine up tomorrow, but one of those will be our next pick. and we're gonna taste through them live. So I was gonna say this will be my last live stream, but it's then. So cutting out early, heading to the movies. Love you guys. See you, Tony. Enjoy whatever movie you're seeing. Dude was pre-gaming the movies. I like it. What up, Bourbon Neophyte? What's up, dude? Kitchen Clock? Happy birthday. Little late, but it's still like a month. Basically, my birthday starts on my birthday and it goes for the next month. So until July 27th is technically my birthday. I don't know if you guys knew that rule. You know, it's a rule. I don't make them. I just follow them. I love Russell Store Picks. They go from cinnamon bomb to Krispy Kreme donuts on the spectrum. I'm still not convinced, brother, that this is not Russell's, but it does have an aged, like, dusty quality, and I freaking get that from Russell's. What if this is something completely different? Because the proof isn't correct. What if he's like, dude, that tastes like wild turkey, or it is a wild turkey, but he just put 110 on it to screw with me? Russell's 13 and all those, they're not freaking. They don't have. They're not 110, are they? Dude, that 110 proof. That has some age. Some age, dusty / musty. What I call dusty and musty are bottles. I get it on a lot of wild turkey stuff, and I get it on aged Dickel stuff. There's this like dusty rickhouse like characteristic that I just feel like I'm getting in the glass. Yeah, tons of cinnamon on the nose. And then that, just, there's like this. I don't know. It's 110 proof. I don't know, dude. I'm liking my Russell's Reserve. I'm liking my call. He told me swing and a miss. I don't know if he's lying. What's worse than two girls running with scissors? Two girls scissoring with the runs. Quote of the night. Quote of the night. What up, Teddy? Ball game? Espresso martinis with the wife. Out for the night. Heck yeah. Hey, you stopped by and espresso martinis hard to beat. I'm not gonna lie, man. Just saw Hawk being his typical North Midwestern tracksuit self with basically everybody picking on him. What does that mean? Everyone's picking on him? Just don't be the dude at the Coldplay concert. That was a good video. If you guys... Hawk Sobers is a huge schlong. Hawk Drunk is a huge schlong who can't speak or spell. What is happening? I feel like I don't know what's going on. Okay, it's a conversation between Travis and James Lay that I just jumped in. What up, Kevin S? Plico, dude? Peter B? Sneaking in here? Tony Bag of Donuts? Trev, you gotta try these Pabst Lights. Perfect for your hot Arkansas back porch. Pabst Lights, huh? I'll try it. He definitely screwed with me. Like, this has got to be something else. It's not Russell's. I really like it. 93 out of 10. 93 out of 10, 93 out of 100. Cheers, y'all. Chip? Yeah. Or you just say cheers, everyone. Wise guy stew. Aged dickle tickles my pickle. It tickles mine too. Just signed up to the Bourbon Wrench Strava. No way. You really don't even have to, like, the group thing. It kind of, I don't even know how it works. If we just follow each other. Tony, you can find me. Just click the link and you'll see me. Just add me as a friend. Then I'm gonna be freaking on you. You be riding the bike behind Becky. Trev, that's Jim Beam Clermont. Really? So I'm gonna do a little line, and then I'll put the answer. Jim Beam. So that's got to be really aged then, huh? Because I am not getting a lot of, like, yes, I didn't really mention it, but, like, was there nuttiness? Yeah, but it's kind of like a Russell's. I don't get, nutty is not the first word I say. Younger Jim Beam stuff, 8, 9, 10-year-old stuff, I still get some of the nutty, and I'm focused more on, like, the oak and that dusty quality. Really freaking good. I like that. Is Hardin Creek's Clermont? What's the age? The Clermont was so good, says Rocket Boy. It was a 17-year. I'm just going to write that just for... I like to look back on my notes. I'm trying to get better at note-taking. What's up, Joey B, Paul, and Ann? This is more fun than farting in church. Don't do that. You don't want to do that. Maybe I've done that. What's up, a little old-fashioned? Which one should we do next? I think I might just go up in proofs as we go. 138, 140, 123. So this is the next one. We're going to do a 121 proofer. Here's a funny story. It might not be funny at all. It definitely wasn't funny to me. But not too long ago, like month and a half ago, I wake up and I'm like, you know, my typical, like, I'm a drink my cup of coffee and take a poop immediately type of guy, right? Just get it out. Wake up Sunday morning, get my coffee, go poop. We're good. Or are we? I'm getting ready. I'm like, man, I gotta poop again. What the heck? Go again. And then the moment I stand up and, like, I'm leaving the bathroom and, like, immediately have to go again. So I was like, oh, something, like, that ain't right. Something ain't right. Well, it comes out. I'm like, okay. Whatever. We drive to church. It's not that far up the road. On the way to church, I'm like sweating. I'm like, I gotta poop again. This ain't right. We get to church. I run straight inside. I go to the bathroom. I come out of the bathroom, get to our seat. It immediately was like, I gotta go. So, I mean, we're talking 7 times before church even started. And then church starts. I start sweating again. And I looked over at Sarah. I was like, I gotta go. I'm going home. I gotta go. Something's not right with me. There you go. I ended up being fine. I wasn't sick. Just pooped 37 times in the matter of 2 hours. It's great. Not a single time in my pants. Aren't you proud? It was wild. Like, what the heck? I had possessed bowels. This is the 121 proofer. We're just going up in proof as we go. We call it lucky. Again, he said these were pours that he thought I would like for my birthday, and they have been good. No, they have been great so far. Totally different. 17-year. I will say all of the Hardin Creeks or any of those super aged Jim Beams that they've been coming out with, albeit they're super expensive, I've enjoyed every sample of those I've gotten to try. They've all been great. Like, I'm thoroughly impressed with all of them. Just like, dang, this is a solid aged. And that was the thing. It didn't scream to me 17 years. You know what I'm saying? It's not like an Elijah Craig 18 screams that I'm 18. Like, bro, I am wood. That was enough. It still let everything else shine. That's why I was thinking it was a Russell's or something, because it had the dustiness, but it still had life. I think sometimes when you overage it, the life is gone, dude. It's just wood at that point. Trev, we picked 2 George Dickel 15 plus picks. One of them was 17 and the other was 18. I need to do a Dickel pick because I love Dickel. Corvette Trey. What's up, Trey? This smells just fantastic. Cool whiskey shirt. That's how I can tell you're a real nerd. I stole this from the Bourbon Junkies. I mean, I didn't steal it. I was just like, hey, what do I got to do to get one of those shirts? And they're like, take whatever you want. And that's all. I mean, just take it whatever you want. I want that shirt, I want this shirt, and I want this glass. Thanks. Dropping bombs at church is diabolical. I went to a small church, had one stall. Apparently someone couldn't wait and shit in the urinal. No. No. Come on. Come on, man. Our church is small, but it still got more than one bathroom. I mean, I guess there's smaller churches, but it has 2 stalls. Yeah. Cheers. Definitely. Totally different, man. It still seems... I don't think it's anywhere near as aged as that first one. But it still seems like it's got some oomph to it. There's something I can't place, like, right in the middle of my tongue. It's like I'm on the edge of, like, there's a note on it that reminds me of something I've definitely had either this or I don't think so, but I've either had this or I've had whoever makes this, and that's the note that I'm picking up on is that distiller. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can drink something, you get the Buffalo Trace cherry. I don't know what this is. It might be Buffalo Trace though, because I'm getting the cherry. Chocolatey. Chocolate. Chocolate? Here's the thing. I got one more thing to say about the dude who pooped in a urinal, okay? I think about people like that. Like, there is a dude out there right now who pooped in a church urinal, like, what does he think of this? Is this something that's like his biggest secret? And he blocked it out of his mind? And for, whoa, even back it up, I didn't even think of this. So that means someone was pooping, and he pooped in the urinal right next to someone. There was a dude pooping, and then all of a sudden you just hear like pooping next to you, and you're like, I'm in the only stall. So that dude, they go back in there, and he's like, who in here's sweating? Yeah, did he not wipe as well? There's so much we need to know about. Yeah. Could you imagine walking in and seeing someone like squat up on a urinal? What do? Do you like you go and like punish them? Like, I'd go and trip him. You know? What are you doing? Okay. You guys are distracting me. I have no idea what this is. What if... Could this be like a Four Roses? I don't think so. No, because they're very rarely that high. They're not 121 proof, usually. Chocolatey? Is it? Surely that's not like a Woodford. I only say Woodford because of the chocolatiness, but I don't think that's what it is either. I don't know. I think this is just going to be something freaking random, like something I've never had. All right, I gotta switch over. I need a little. Whoa, it's loud. Gotta switch the music. Okay. What's up, Jason Kobe? What up? The legend. That was loud. I'm sorry, brother. Wait until they look in the trash can. He who has not pooped in an inappropriate place may cast the first wad of toilet paper. So, I haven't told anyone this yet. I know. That's how every great story starts, right? Never told anyone this. But, I know it's normal. But, not too long ago, as in like maybe a month, I woke up to go run with a group of people, and I took my morning poop, right? And we're running. It hits me. I gotta poop. And we are like nowhere. The gas station is like, I'm following in. Like, I am not the leader of this convoy at all, right? The gas station is like 2 miles to my right, and we're going straight. And I'm like, I don't know where we're going. I don't know, I don't know the route. So I'm like, I don't think we're gonna run next to the gas station anytime soon. And it's like, it's about to come out. Oh my God, I haven't even thought of this. This was the morning of the church. It all makes sense. It was that morning. That's when it hit me, the first one. Because I thought that was weird. That's when it hit me. Anyway, holy crap, it all makes sense now. This is like we did full circle. So we're running, and we're in a neighborhood. So I'm like, there ain't no pooping in this neighborhood. And then like, so I'm holding it. And the moment we leave the neighborhood, I see this little, like, there's a field up the road a little bit. And I just tell them, like, guys, I'll be right back. Sorry. And surely they knew what I was doing, right? So I ran up there, literally just jumped into the woods and just pooped right there, right in the woods. And there was this awesome bush. It was like built to be toilet paper, right? Big old leaf, like massive leaf. So took the leaf and did the best I could, and back on the road, went and found him. But yeah, haven't told anyone that. Is this a PT story? No, this was like last month. And I went running, I had to poop. I was about to poop myself. Like, it was bad. What up, Duke? Joe Thompson, couple nerds late, and Dale. Bottle Kill Mafia, Black Star. Did you eat sugar-free gummy bears? No. I had a stomach bug. Had to. Man, I'm digging the chocolate note. Could this be a Four Roses? They didn't ask me at all. I literally said, guys, I said, guys, I have to go. I'll be right back. And then when I met back up with them, they just picked right back up, didn't ask me anything. I mean, I wasn't gone for that long because it was like, this was ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not Four Roses. Yeah, I didn't think so either. Could this be... There's a weird note in there. This could be a rye. Chocolatey. I get chocolate on a lot of rye, and there's a weirdness. That's a rye. I'm literally swinging every bat I have. What up, corn and whiskey? I can tell you if you want to know. Yeah, tell me. That's a rye, dude. $121 Kentucky Owl. Is Kentucky Owl rye? No, it's a bourbon. It has like a, almost, to me, I think where I was getting the Four Roses was, there was a chocolatiness to it, and then kind of a minty. That's where when you said it's not Four Roses, I just kind of straight up doubled down. I was like, well, then that's a rye. And I was wrong. It's neither. I like, so far we'll keep a ranking. I like the Jim Beam better, but honestly, for not having many Kentucky Owls, that's pretty good. Like, I like that. Kentucky Owl 8. I found it at a store this year and negotiated the price down to what I could tolerate. Loved it. It's pretty freaking good. I've heard negative things about Kentucky Owl, so, like, I don't If that's what they're tasting, then I don't understand it. Unless what they were having was like even better than that, because that was freaking good. It might be the price, probably. I just remembered that preacher I know lives in Arkansas. He would definitely devote part of a sermon to poop in the urinal. The negative things were the price. Okay. Did you eat a Jack in the Crack? I do. Jack in the Box? I like Jack in the Box. Come on. No, guys. James said, I wonder if any energy drinks that disagreed with your bowels. This was something, I don't know. Because it stopped, like, it was literally from, like, 6 a.m. was the first one at the run, and then until, like, noon. So I think I had flushed whatever it was, but it was a bug. Like, I know... We gotta shuffle. I know the amount of supplements and caffeine and stuff I take, like, that stuff doesn't upset my stomach, so. Even booze, like, drinking a lot and stuff doesn't really even. I mean, yeah, I might poop an extra time in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Like, tomorrow morning, like, I'm waking. I got a big run tomorrow, so I'm gonna wake up a little bit earlier just to make sure it's all out. You know what I'm saying? But typically doesn't upset my stomach. It's all that fiber intake, you know. I love how half this stream's been talking about shit, and shitting in urinals. The heck? So I just moved on. It would be helpful to know to the next one, which is this one, 123.2 proof. Now that seems like an Elijah Craig proof if I've ever heard one. I don't know. Kind of sounds, smells a little aged. 12, maybe I would even dabble down into 11. High 10s. We already know about bourbon. We're not here to listen to you talk about bourbon. For one, I don't know anything about bourbon anyway. Well, let me tell you a little something about shitting in church, Duke. Don't go to the urinal. It smells good. I will say, on the nose so far, this has been the most normal, if that makes sense. Like, the first one smelled super aged. The second one was, like, chocolatey, minty. And then this one's just, like, what I expect bourbon to smell like. Like a good bourbon. That's it. This might even be Elijah Craig bourbon. Let me try it. No. It's not Elijah Craig barrel proof at all. Not even close. Whoa. What is that? There's like a crazy cherry thing in this. I'm feeling that this is some sort... I'm feeling this is some sort of MGP. Maybe. That's my first throw, is that this came from MGP. But then again, that was weird. I'll be interested if you get what I just got, Matt. I'm going to just say bourbony. But then on the palate, it reminded me more of MGP. I'm just going to say MGP Big Cherry. Now, I've heard this is from an overhyped non-distilling producer. Overhyped, huh? Overhyped. This was the first I tried from them that I liked. Yeah, Mr. Fulton. I saw that earlier. Guys, we're going to give a huge shout out. You can wish him an early happy birthday. I will not do that. Bad luck. But Mr. Fulton, his 26th birthday is this weekend. So cheers, buddy. Mr. Fulton, what do you got, man? What you did your Olympics thing. You did your singing thing. What do you got on the horizon, man? Mr. Fulton always doing something crazy. Old Forester single barrel proof over ice. Yes, over an ice sphere. The pour is large. I'm gonna tell you right now. There are times, not often, usually during football. I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I had one bourbon over ice watching a football game and it gives me good memories. I don't know. But dude, sometimes, I'm going to tell you right now, Knob Creek 9-year. And I bet you if you took Old Forester 100 proof, because I like that one frozen. Drunk Lake days, just trust me. Freeze your Old Forester 100 proof and take it to the lake. Keep it in the ice chest. You'll love me. Or the pool. Or whatever. Whatever you get wet in. Knob Creek 9 over ice is my go-to. Old Forester. Wilmington spamming the chat to keep that purple Wilmington's always does this. You're going to have to try harder, James Lay. What if shitting in the urinal was an act of defiance to the message? I was there. And I have so many questions. It might be, but come on, like, why are you, what?
Let's go, folks. It's Friday. Xmas in July, baby.
Joe Thompson, $20 super chat. Joe just earned like 20 freaking XP. Let's go, folks. It's Friday, Christmas in July, baby. Yeah. Let's go, Joe. Stop trying to get the #1 crown. I think it resets every week. Oh, Joe, see? So when you super chat, okay. So it's different things you engage. I bet you if you like the video and subscribe, that would give you XP, right? I think you even get XP by just like being in the chat. Like just sitting there gets it to you too. I think it's a fun way to get people to engage. I like that they did that. And it's free. Like I didn't do this. It just popped up. Piper is a FOMO ho. No, Wilmington's just #1, dude. Except for Joe Thompson is now. I really don't know what this is. But the way it's drinking to me, I'm still sticking with that MGP. But it's lighter. I guess my guess would be Smoke Wagon. My guess on that would be Smoke Wagon. Which smoke wagon, I don't know. But I'm just saying overall smoke wagon. Because it doesn't have, like... We'll see. Blue Run? Really? So that's not even MGP. Right? Or is it? That's Blue Run. This is the butterfly? Huh. I'm waiting for the confirmation. Is this Kentucky? Duke McHale said, look in the chat, I said butterflies. You knew what that was? He knew that from the freaking... He knew that from the overrated NDP. They don't disclose anything, and that's how you know not to buy anything of theirs. What? So they don't disclose where this came from. So they don't even disclose if this came from MGP. So we just don't know where this came from. We don't know what this is. We just know that it's a freaking butterfly. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what we're getting at? Glenn's empty, wife is out of town, and I want to stay sober enough to conversate when she calls, but damn, I'm thirsty. I've had about 3 half samples, a cocktail, and a bottle kill, and I still got 2 more in this one, and who knows what's after that, and I can conversate. I feel you. But just how about you drink a little water and have one other pour? You right, Corgi. Be right back. Willow's medicine. Dude, Corgi might be on his way to a blue wrench. That's crazy. Corgi has hit it every single Friday. Medicine secured. It's easy. Literally at 7 o'clock, the past, I don't know, freaking, ever since she started the medicine, he will tell me at 7 o'clock, Willow. I would have gone at least, it would have taken me another 10 minutes before I realized. I don't forget, but sometimes, like, I'll see that it's 7:10. I'm like, oh, crap, medicine. Corgi. I don't know. I think that's he's worthy. I think there's a couple blue wrenches out there that don't really show up to the chat anymore. So we're going to have to... I'd siphon through them. I'm cool. No hard feelings, but if you don't come to the chat for like 2 months straight, you know what I'm saying? You ain't a blue wrench, you know? You got to earn it back. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Kitty snuck in here. Odyssey freaking Rider, what's up, dude? How have you been? Make sure I didn't miss anyone like them. They snuck in here. They just sneak in. Sug it Trev, says Mike Meyer. Love it. Friday night poop talk. Still going strong, eh? Okay, so let me get this straight. Well, they don't disclose, and Shook likes it. That's enough for me to not buy it. I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't dislike that. You also had a new subscriber. Chuck Thompson. Let's replay that. Chuck Thompson. Chuck Thompson subscribed. What's all the poop talk? Dude's like, man, I love pooping. Where was I going? Oh. I don't dislike that by any means. But I also didn't. I thought it was fine. I thought it was good. What's the price on that bottle? That would be a huge. I started thinking that was Smoke Wagon, like a freaking Desert Colt, like $40 bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I thought that was. Just some MGP weird. There's like a weird cherry note. Like a cherry. It's fine. $100, $200. People hear it now, and I'm glad that you bought that for people's learning, Matt. That's the problem. When you spend $200, you should be blown freaking away. Look at the other... Dude, that Kentucky Owl. People complained about the Kentucky Owl because of the price. It is leaps and bounds better than this butterfly bottle. So, there's that. That's your only argument you need right there. I don't even have to say anything else. The Kentucky Owl you complain about being too much. Well, guess what? It's better and it's cheaper than this. There you go. Nothing else. We don't even have to talk about how it tastes or how you feel about it. That's it. Bam. End of story. That's not worth $200 right there. I'm telling you. That is not worth it. And especially that they're being so freaking sketchy. Why? You know why they're not disclosing it? Because they want you to pay the price. If they knew that you knew where it was coming from, they know that the people would find out that they're ripping them off. Except for, aren't we all already calling them out like you're ripping people off? People just don't listen. I don't know. I will say it's good. I liked it. I'm not saying that tasted bad, but it does not taste, that is not $200, period, any way you write it. I liked the big cherry note. You said you got the big cherry. I liked the cherry note. That was fun. But I'm not spending $200 freaking dollars for that. I'll just go drink cough syrup and freaking take cough syrup and drink. See what kind of fun comes from that. So that was blue. No, what was it? I didn't write it down. Blue Run. It's like Blue Note. No, Blue Note's delicious. Blue Run 8-year. Pomp and Circumstance. What the heck? All right, let's move on to 4. Big jump. Big jump. 138.7. Yeah, I'm sorry. The butterfly, finding out the price of that, just, that's silly. And I just don't understand. There's no way that brand can stay afloat. I'm sorry. I don't know how they're even still a thing. How do they have 13 different colored butterflies? Like, that is blatantly ripping people off. I'm sorry. That should not be priced that way. I will stand by that, people. I am looking out for you, and I'm looking out for your wallets, and I say what I think, and I try. I'm trying for you guys, okay? I'm not a shill. I will be honest with you. That is not worth $200 freaking dollars. No way. Come on, Matt. You give us the final verdict. Do you think that should be priced $200? Or whatever you paid, $180. He said he got it for slightly less, $180. $150. Let's go even lower. $150. Aren't those Blue Run bottles celebrity backed? It wouldn't surprise me. Trev sipping cough syrup in the bathroom of the church while pooping in the urinal. That sounds like a wild time. Kentucky Owl Ryes are great from when Dixon was there. They could use real butterfly juice. That cherry note is freaking bug juice, isn't it? Think about it. Think about it. Jack Daniel's single barrel. We got a sample of it and they sold me. No regrets. Fine jizz. What the heck? Superman pre-gaming. I mean, Wilmington. It might be what they did. Milking them is the trick. Is what I'm saying. That might have been what it was. So, Trev, you went for a long run before the church? I did. So that day, I think it was just like 6 miles. So we woke up at 5. We started the run at like... No, we started the run at like 6. And then we were done by 7-ish. And then took a shower, changed, pooped 17 times, go up to church. Church right up the road. Church starts at 8. Yeah, we started at 6, and then I probably pooped in the bushes about 6:30. So he's watching there's a new Superman. Man, I don't even know what the freak kind of movie. I'm so, like, unattached to, like, life. I know you guys, and I know, like, the backyard. All right, this one's smelling really good. Big step up from the butterfly, I will say. The 138 proofer. But then I'm trying to think, like, what is that high of proof, man? That smells really good. We just moved our way up. I still think so far, current standings, 1 is my favorite, 2 is second favorite. So we've just been going downhill. But I think this will change right here. That smells really dang good. Super, like a huge caramel bomb. Huge caramel bomb. Not screaming age to me. But again, for 138, like, what is 138 proof? Any nanner, we thinking this is, I would not call this Jack. I don't think this is a, at least on the nose, is not screaming Jack Daniels to me. Maybe Wilmington is any nanner thinking maybe of an Old Forester. Mm, I would think more so. Again, let's see how wrong I can be. I'm thinking maybe. I don't know how high of proof some of the Elijah Craigs have gone, but it seems more nutty in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like caramel vanilla for days, and I just barely. It's barely. I'm not getting like tons of sweet, like sweet banana. I mean, that's just on the nose. I haven't even tasted it yet. Eric Sawyer just spent the last 12 hours moving houses. I need a heavy pour ASAP. Well, freaking get one. And what are you pouring? Joe Thompson says, Chuck is my brother. Give him cress. What is that? Some sort of lingo? Give him cress? Bro, Chuck Thompson, if obviously he's related to Joe Thompson, zero riz. Zero riz. I mean, the dude, he wouldn't know if the bourbon's bussin' or not. It's Booker's. That's a good call. Because it's not screaming age to me. That's a good freaking call. But 138? What Booker's is 138? It's 138.7. Booker's goes up to like 126. Smoke Eye Hill? 49er fan says, good guess. What is Smoke Eye Hill? I haven't even tasted this yet. Huh. I've never had that. I don't think. The only way I would have had that is someone send me a sample of it. It's smelling really good. Whoa. Ooh. That's none of the above. There's no way that's Booker's. Booker's is out. You dumbass. I sent you a sample in the last bottle. Well, he said it wasn't it. See, I knew. What I'm saying is, this doesn't smell like whatever you sent me. This smells different. Listen here, Joe. Freaking. How about you make Chuck do push-ups? Okay. Joe freaking distracted me. Here's what I'm getting on the palate. It's totally... There is a... Let me go back. Because I gotta make sure what I'm about to say, it might throw you off, because it kind of threw me off. And when I go back to the nose, I'm like, wait, I'm kind of getting it there too. Dark, dense, heavy, almost raisin. Almost raisin? Grapey raisin? No, don't think Eagle Rare. Think darker. So maybe more, that's why I'm saying more of the raisin. The grape has raisined. Plummy. It's thick. It's like syrupy. What do you send freaking George T. Stagg? It's heavy, bro. It's like, it's gotta be. I think that's where we're at, dude. Is we're either George T. Stagging it, or we're on Stag. Well, George T. Stagg is Stag, but like some sort of stag. The grape has raisined. So it is. It's George T. Stagg. Come on, can we give all of ourselves a round of applause? Granted, knowing the proof might be a little cheating for you guys. Because you can, I don't know, if you recognize the proof, but the way we walk that in, everyone's like, could it be Booker's? Could it be this? Could it be that? And then we start saying, no. And then I'm like, dude, that's got like grapey raisin on it, man. Like, you know, I feel like we just walked that in. Like, we are a team. So that, I'm going to say, let me write the notes down. So that was George T. Stagg 2022, huh? I think the only one I've had is the one I own. I've tried another one, but I couldn't tell you what freaking year it came from. But other than that, it was that. I've definitely had a sample of George T. Stagg. Don't remember what year it was. And then I have the one I have, which I guess is 2024. I got it last year, so I got the 2024. Golf clap. I'm impressed. I will say, this might sound crazy. I don't know where to rank that. This might, Matt might, because all of you might just disown me. I don't know if I would put that over the Claremont, to be honest with you. I'm going to need a side-by-side, and that's why I'm keeping... I only pour a little bit. I don't know. Like, I really like that, but I keep thinking back, and I really liked A, too, so... I think... Here's the thing. Here's another thing. I might like the 2024 better than the 2022. They're very good. They're very good. It's literally, I mean, come on. All it is, in it's exactly what it smells like, is Stag Junior, but better. And Stag Junior is pretty good. So just make it better, and it's better. Yeah, I don't know. See, I don't remember the 2024. We have all sorts of tests we got to do. That's like one of the first time that I'm getting that definitive raisin note. Aged grapes. It's wild. Yeah, that's freaking solid. Solid pour. I don't know. I'm saving some, though, to be honest, because I want to see what I truly... And here's the thing, when I side-by-side them, I can be like, oh, clear as day better. Let's get on to this last one, and then we'll do some side-by-siding, because this last one is obviously why I decided to do this, because it is right on the hazmat level. 140 proof, and I'll be honest. This is the first time that we've ever done a blind like this, where all he sent me were the samples and all he just put the proofs on them. I will say, I honestly like doing blinds like this better. Instead of just saying A, B, C, D, and then you just tell me everything you need to know, unless there's like a theme, I like it this way. To me, it's more fun. I like going one at a time and like trying to see what it is, and then we find out what it is, and then we go on to the next one. I like it. I think it's fun. And I think the proof thing, I thought that was fun too, at least for me, because you guys are cheating and you're Googling it. But I'm like, what could be 138.7 proof? It's like your one hint, you know? All right. Hazmat has entered the chat. I will say, I might be the king of hazmat. How many picks have we put out that were hazmat? You know? Granted, none of the picks coming up's gonna be hazmat. This has got to be a light whiskey. And you know I'm the king of light whiskey too. I know light whiskey inside and out from every possible position. I'm leaning light whiskey. I will let Canadian whiskey come into the chat. Like come into the ring with me right now, but I don't think that's what it is, but he's present too. Just in case. What are you guys drinking? Come on. We got to get the chat flowing. We need people to earn XP. Come on. Local place has a George T. Stagg on the shelf asking the moon in 2 diamond rings. Here's the thing, man. No matter how good we can hype something up, it's never worth the moon or a single diamond ring. So don't let people who are able to get these bottles. I got one because one of you guys messaged me and said, I've got an extra one. Do you want to buy it for the price I paid, which is retail? And I said, yes. That was the only way I got it. So I ain't going to talk about how good it is and then expect you to go and freaking spend $500. That's ridiculous. Never do that. Yo. What up, Roman? Roman, we just drank George T. Stagg, Blue Run Butterfly, Kentucky Owl, and Jack Daniel Jim Beam Claremont 17 year. And now we're on a hazmat pour. I'm still excited to hear how much range the Jack Daniel's single barrel proofs Ryes have after Trev's experience and feedback. Again, guys, I don't know if you remember this, but coming up in a couple months, like 2, 1.5, I don't know math. Coming up soon, I will be going to Jack Daniel's. And we will be picking a bourbon and a rye. So, I'm interested in seeing, because I'm a fanboy of freaking both of them. It'll be really great to be able to see while we're there and we're tasting them freaking, hopefully it's from the barrel. I don't know how they work, but I'm thinking, like, I'm really curious to see how they differ. Like, how truly different are they? It's gonna be a good time. Long live Tiberius. Evening. I am starting up bourbon and scotch collection. What are 5 bottles you believe anyone should have in the collection? Cheers. Long live Tiberius. Must be new here. I don't remember that name, but long live Tiberius. Tiberius Octavius of Rome. 5 bottles. Anyone should have in the collection. My first question to you. James Lane, we got to talk about it. Because it's like around that same time. I guess you are going with the group of people that are having me do the pick with it. Five bourbon. My first question would be, if you're starting up bourbon collection, I'm guessing you're newer into drinking, so that changes my answers. Here's my answer. No matter which one. I think these are 5 bourbons everyone should try. Old Forester, 100 proof. Knob Creek, 9-year. Elijah Craig, 94 proof. I think we should dabble into the Wild Turkey side of things. Wild Turkey, let's just go Wild Turkey 101. Because if you like 101, you're going to love Russell's. You're going to love Rare Breed. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're new, we ain't going to Rare Breed first. That's what I'm saying. So we'll start Wild Turkey 101. 5th one. The 5th one could be freaking anything. I think you should pick any other distillery. Like Four Roses, Buffalo Trace. If you can get a bottle of regular Buffalo Trace, get a Buffalo Trace. Get something sweeter. Maybe that's what it should be. Get a Buffalo Trace, like Fango 35 says. Get something that has that cherry. And then see what you think of it. If you get regular Buffalo Trace, there you go. There's 5 right there. But then he said Scotch. I don't know much about Scotch. All I can tell you is when I go to Cancun, I drink Johnny Walker Black. Like, I literally order that and like it. So Johnny Walker Black is my stupid recommendation. I enjoy it. Classic Lottie. Isn't that... So that's the blue bottle, right? Literally, I would say buy a bunch of cheap bourbon like that I gave you. I just named you freaking 5 $30 and below bourbons. And then get you a Brook Lottie... The blue, it's freaking baby blue. You can't miss it. Baby blue freaking bottle. There you go. And then, and Johnny Walker Black. And then call it a day. I mean, right there, that's 7 bottles. Let's do a quick math. You're looking at Old Forester, $20. Wild Turkey, let's just round them all up, 25. The bourbons, all of those are about 25 bucks. That's 125 bucks plus the 2 scotches. You got 7 bottles of whiskey for $200. Right there. 200 bucks, 7 bottles of whiskey. There you go. I mean, come on. Here's the thing, James Lay. Here's the thing. If obviously he wants to start the collection, I think he's gonna eventually. He's eventually gonna try all of them. I just think there you go. That's just a simple starting place. Or he could take one bottle of freaking Blue Run 8-year. There's your collection, brother. Disregard everything I said and spend all $200 on a bottle with a freaking butterfly on it. That's the way to happiness right there. That's how you just never start drinking. You'll never drink again. You'll be done. You'll run a marathon. You'll be out. I just try to keep it super beginner. Here's the thing, guys. I can remember, there was a time, and I'm sure all of you were there, but there was a time where, I'm not spent $60 on a bottle of bourbon to me was insane. That was not a question. $40 was like, bro, what are we doing? There was legitimately a time where if it was over $20, my brain couldn't compute why. I was like, what are we doing? This is just, it's liquor. Why is that 60? It looks just like this one. I mean, you got to realize people are in those stages, and you can't just be like, oh, well, just trust me, this bottle is the best bottle you'll have. If your palate isn't there yet, you don't know what to appreciate. You won't appreciate a $60 bottle of, 1920 if you haven't even spent $25 on a bottle, and to taste that, you're not going to taste a 1920 and think it's amazing. I think it's going to be aggressive. And I don't think you're going to appreciate it the way it needs to be appreciated. You can't just point people to the best bottles ever if they've never, think about it. Think about it in any other hobby. I don't know. It's hard to come up with an excuse, let's just say, man, hey, look, man, I'm just trying to get into riding a bike. I just want to ride, I just want to ride a bike. And instead of telling them, just go get you a nice bike to ride around the neighborhood, you're sending them to a $4,000 bike that you're going to freaking win the freaking Grand Prix in. I ain't trying to do that. I'm just trying to ride in my neighborhood. Or, I don't know if that was that's a good analogy to me. I don't know if it is to you, but come on. Start cheap. Start cheap and develop your palate. See what you like. Write down what you like about them. And then take notes of which distillery it is. Learn which distillery it is. Man, I tried that Knob Creek. I don't really know what it was, but it was kind of like peanutty, and I freaking loved it. Then you can pinpoint, well, oh, you like the nuttiness. We can send you to this bottle, this bottle, this bottle. Bam. Hazmat. That is light whiskey. Period. Vanilla. Icing. I will say, it does not scream as aggressive as the other ones, but all things light whiskey, it's the feel. I mean, you just feel that going down and down and down and down. Cheers, Trev. Preach, brother. Start cheap to the weekend. You know what I haven't noticed at all is where the frick did Corgi go? I think this is just classic. I will say, if you don't finish your light whiskey, it is there's not much, it is what it is. There's no real huge difference between them. It's like, if you like it, you know you're gonna like it. So that's a hazmat light whiskey. Age-wise, it's hard to tell, but I've had some younger, like, you don't know, Jack was young light whiskey. And you could tell the difference for sure. I'd say this is, I don't know, we've put out some pretty aged light whiskey. 16 years. I'm thinking we only got 55 likes. You guys need to wake up. Those slackers probably poop in the urinal. What up, Dustin Pullman? Where have you been? Late. We opened this at my birthday. It was a big hit. Half of it's gone. And we killed a ton of other bottles that, oh my God. What was the hangover like on that, Matt? They poop in the women's urinal. They're that bad. I don't know what this could be. Obtainium? It's either Obtainium or it's freaking, Penelope. Penelope. That's my guess right there, Penelope. That's Penelope 14. Much appreciated. Johnny Walker Black. Whoa. I'm going to have to go back to that, Matt. Because now I sound like an idiot. Long Live Tiberia says, much appreciated. Johnny Walker Black is great. I'm not new to bourbon. I'm having a room dedicated to spirits and would like ideas on what to display plus taste great. See, I mean, if you're not new to bourbon, I would start adding bottles like Old Forester 1920. I would do Knob Creek Single Barrel 120 proof. I mean, it opens up your options. I would still say, like, having all of those bottles on your shelf is, like, a must. So, 140 proof, barrel 33, 8 in French oak and Oloroso sherry. Rocket Boy says, how do you get light whiskey from that, Trev? It's because it's Canadian. That 33-year-old's Canadian. Let me pour it. I wouldn't trust me, Rocket Boy. It's the fifth sample. It's the fifth pour of me. Oh no. The hazmat setting in. Wilmington said, I said Alberta. We might need to let it sit. I gotta articulate when we're drinking freaking hazmat. I'm sorry. But the whole, like the French oak in Oloroso sherry, simply not, I do not get that at all on the nose, period. And if it is, I would say if anything, why this is smelling like a light whiskey is because I think Canadian whiskey is even lighter than light whiskey to an extent. You know, don't hold me by a noose. I think high aged in super high proof, I think they finished this in that because it was super light. I think when they aged, I think the Oloroso is adding this, like, it's combining with the Canadian and making a super vanilla aspect to it. Which, in my brain, I'm smelling 140 proof in vanilla. I immediately go to light whiskey. Like, I'm smelling it and I can see the Canadian, but again, I'm going to stick with my answer. You're not getting the red fruit, I don't think, as much as you would, I guess, think it would be. Like, you see Oloroso sherry, like Rocket Boy. You take, like, the Middle West Oloroso, that is sherry, you know? I'm not getting sherry in the sense that we're used to. Now let's talk about French oak. I think the French oak is probably more of the thing that I missed. I think the Oloroso is kind of overshadowed, and it's probably adding more of darker notes than it is fruity notes. I mean, it could be, I mean, your brain plays tricks on you. It could be there, but man, is it, if the fruit note's there, it's light. Let me smell a little further away. I don't know. I would never guess that as Oloroso. So this is barrel 33-year French oak. I'm gonna be honest, man. It gives me heavy. It gives me heavy light whiskey vibes. And then specifically looking for that is a hint of French oak. I'm saying what I'm saying. It's crushable. It is crushable. Especially in Rocket Boy, like what you're saying, like 33 years is crazy. 33 year is insane. I think what they did, ditto what Piper said, Matt. Great discussion and thought came out of this. Let's see what you guys said. I get the same. Canadian whiskey will always be lighter than light whiskey, surely due to climate, plus no one knows what kind of oak it was in. America. And then what Piper said. What did it say? Well, I was trying to see what Wilmington said so I could formulate the thing. Yeah, like I said, here's the thing. Canadian whiskey. So this is the thing you gotta. I'm not trying to insult anyone's intelligence on this. It's just a reminder to everyone. Like a 33-year-old Canadian. It's so freaking cold up there. It's kind of like Scotch, and maybe even more so, to where there is very minimal barrel interaction. So you could sit in the barrel for 33 years. If you took that barrel down in Kentucky for 33 years, you'd be tasting a freaking hunk of wood. Oh, he said thanks to Matt for the blind. I think the whiskeys up, like Canadian whiskeys, man, are like super light, and even with a high aged, I don't think they get super intricate, and I think that's why they gotta kind of they gotta finish them a little bit, to pick up extra flavors that they're not getting from the barrel. You know what I'm saying? Teos says, or 4 years in Texas. You could just fly an airplane with a barrel in it through Texas, and it would gain like 2 years of aging. What I'm gonna say about this is very good. My issue, and I guess it's not really even an issue, I think it's just what people need to realize, is the 33-year age statement was there to, like, holy freaking crap, but, like, I don't know, man, is like, I don't know, that's speaking to bourbon people thinking that that's going to be something nuts. I think it's more so of, dude, that's 33 years of Canadian aging. That's like a 15 year. Okay? So it is good. Do not get me wrong. I enjoyed that. I'm not really getting Oloroso. Matt, I don't know if you do. Maybe a hint of French oak. I think the French oak and the Oloroso just makes the Canadian whiskey that they finished it in, like, have more depth to it. Which, again, it sounds crazy saying a 33-year-old without depth. I think that's just the style of their whiskey. You know what I'm saying? And it's the climate. It's the climate. I like it. And guess what? It'll get you drunk. What's up, Poor Decisions? I will tell you right now, I understand fully why they started drinking this, and then they just drank half the bottle. Because it's sweet. I think I saw Rocket Boy. Were you asking, like, man, should it be that sweet? It's sweet. It's still sweet. It's like a light whiskey. That's why I kept going to it. Or keep saying that. It is very vanilla. I think that's how you get effed up off this stuff. That's like hazmat, I guess Canadian or light whiskey, is because it doesn't come off that way. It's like, especially at the end of the night when you're drinking, you're like, man, this is sweet. This is good. I like this. And then you just drink like 6 pours of hazmat. Yeah. I think I'm not going to have my final answer. We're about to do it right now. I have one more thing to do, then we have to end the night. I got to grab another glass. Hold on. I'm just going to grab 2. I'm going to pour a little bit of George T. Stagg. 33 years was the youngest. I think that just goes to show you, it's kind of like Scotch. I think they can flex around some age statements, but it's not the same. You know what I'm saying? Climate matters. All right, I'm going to do a head-to-head between the Jim Beam Claremont 17-year and the George T. Stagg between my number 1 and 2 of the night. And I'm going to go pee. And then we're done. Get you something else. All right, let's do it. I found a deal on the Rare Perfection 15. It was a great kettle corn profile, but it had a weird rubber off flavor to it. How much was that? I'm going to go out on the limb and say the great matured to raisin flavor wins out. Just a hunch. All right. All right. We'll see. Again, huge shout out to Matt for supplying tonight's blind. Very, very much appreciated and very fun and very well. I feel like we were all over the place. Jim Beam Claremont 17-year-old, Kentucky Owl 8, Blue Run 8-year, George T. Stagg in barrel 33-year. What did we not cover? The dude sent everything. Happy belated. I'm dyslexic as heck. Belated happy birthday, Trev. Well, 49er fan Matt. Matt, again, like I said, my birthday is for another 10 days. It starts at June 27th is my birthday. It goes until July 27th. I'm just saying. So this is my birthday present. Man, I'm sorry. I'm really liking the Claremont. I'm really liking the Claremont. I can definitely tell when you side by side them that the George T. Stagg is way more complex. I'm not gonna deny it that. I mean, you can just see like the richness, the depth of it. I don't know. The more I keep going back to the Claremont, it's getting nuttier and nuttier. I'm still really liking it. Really liking it. Like, there comes a time where you'll say, well, that one should be better. But at the end of the day, it matters, what do you like better? A Coke in a Dr. Pepper, in theory, like, what do we talk, like, which one do you like better? You know? It doesn't matter if the Coke was from Mexico and had real cane sugar. If you like the Dr. Pepper better, you like it better. It's a bad analogy, isn't it? I think I'm just digging the oak, the level of oak on the Claremont with that little bit of nuttiness. I don't know. Let's taste them. I'm really digging that right now. Could be just my mood. Kraken says, Trev, my birthday's June 26th. We're like twinsies. We're like twinsies. Kraken. All right, let's try it. Mmm. Mmm. I don't know, man. I freaking like that. Dennis says mine was the 25th. Are we triplet? I think we should all just hug and make a sandwich. Dennis on one side, me on the other, and Kraken right in the middle. Kraken is the meat of this sandwich. I'm sticking with that Jim Beam Claremont. Dude, that's like 93, 94. That is good. I really enjoy that. At least right now. But then again, like you can't undermine the depth of a George T. Stagg. I mean, it is heavy, thick, sandwichy, dude sandwichy. They're just so different, man. They're just so different. Woo! That George T. Stagg freaking light you up, bro. Woo! Man, I think I know my answer, and I just don't want to piss anyone off. The 2-1-11. What is 2-11 Hardens Creek? Look, everyone, poor decision says George T. Stagg. Go ahead and say it. My vote still goes to George T. Stagg. Wait, Trev is worried about pissing anyone off? Since when? That's right! F all of you! I'm gonna tell you my answer for tonight. I can tell that the George T. Stagg is the better, superior bourbon. It is clearly way more put together. And I think 95% of people would pick that. I think my mood, I think I'm picking Claremont 17 is my winner tonight. I'm even like smelling it. It smells simpler. But you know, sometimes like I don't need a freaking 5,000 piece puzzle to get enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes missionary is good enough. And tonight's one of those nights. I don't need anything else. I don't know. I'm just really enjoying that. That's hitting the spot. It's hitting my spot. I'm just saying, guys, we can't. Don't take a name. Don't take a name like George T. Stagg and think, man, it's got to win every time. It matters what you enjoy more. And like side by side, I enjoy them heavily, both. But here's the thing. Let me say this. I can tell that George T. Stagg is the far superior bourbon. It is. But if I ended this camera right now and 49er fan Matt was sitting in my freaking living room with both of these bottles, and he said, you only pick one more bottle and we drink the rest of them, right? We're going to drink whatever one you want to keep drinking, we're going to drink it. I would go and I want some more of the Claremont. So that's how I have to base my answer. I want to keep drinking it. I want more of this, is what I'm saying. So I would say tonight, Claremont's 1, George T. Stagg's 2. You could ask me this tomorrow, and I could flip-flop the answers. And if you can't do that yourself, then you need to quit chasing freaking names. Because I love George T. Stagg. It's one of the greatest bottles of all time. But I also know what I taste, and it doesn't matter what brand or name is on it. I like what I like. You know, I like Dr. Pepper over Coke, and I'll stand by that. And shoot, sometimes I'll even pick a Pepsi over a Coke. And that's just what I like. I don't know. I would say, so I'm saying Claremont's 1, George T. Stagg's 2. I'm going to put Kentucky Owl next, so 3rd. And then, honestly, I'm going to put the Barrel. I'm going to put Barrel next, and then Blue Run last. None of them were bad, even the Blue Run, to its credit. But Blue Run was unimpressive for what it was. And even I'm not trying to like. I know. Matt loved the Barrel 33. I wouldn't put it anywhere near my favorite barrel. I enjoy like Barrel Batch 37 that I got. I think I like that better than that one. I wish that knowing what it is now, I wish like the Oloroso was more present. I feel like I really didn't get it. I think, you know what I think they did was, I think they picked, I think they were pretty, I bet you they took a 33-year-old Canadian whiskey, and I think they underfinished it. I think they probably didn't want to overfinish it. It seems like they were really, like, they didn't want to ruin it, and I appreciate that. You don't want it to be nothing but Oloroso. I just think they ended up underfinishing it. It's a delicate line. I would rather them underfinish than overfinish. Said no female ever. I don't know. That's my opinion. And again, I think you could flip-flop this George T. Stagg, and you guys are going to hear this and be like, oh my god, you picked Hardin's Creek over George T. Stagg? Like, I'm sorry, but like, I'm drinking them side by side, and that's what I want to drink. Like, I don't know what to tell you. That's what, like, I want more of that Hardin's Creek. That's all there is to it. You know? You just gotta roll with what you enjoy, man. Dude, I like that. I like that a lot. I never thought I would. That's a revelation to me. Is like, why do I enjoy that? But here's the thing, guys. I hate. Okay, that's a strong word. I really focalized on the hate. Stuff like Old Granddad, like this 100 proof, that super orangey Jim Beam stuff, I'm not a big fan of it. So, it's kind of crazy. I know, the George T. Stagg is really freaking good. Which one's the George T. Stagg? So this is the George T. Stagg. So what we're going to do, not tonight, because I have a 10-mile run in the morning. I'm going to take this sample, and I'm going to side-by-side it with my George T. Stagg from 2024, just to see. So I'm saving that dude for that. Good is good. We like what we like. Blue Run is the shit in the urinal. Trev picked chestnuts over George T. Stagg? Yes, I did. I love some nuts on my chest, Kraken. It would be fun to see you try 3 Hardens Creek together and see what you rate from them. The Boston, Frankfurt, and Claremont. Pretty crazy all the same, just aged at different locations. That would be interesting. I mean, if anyone wants to make that happen, I would do it. I don't have any of them. You know, I would make the whole episode out of it. Stag for the win. What's up, JH? You snuck in here. Didn't see you. I mean, come on. Let's face the facts. I'm smelling 2 amazing bourbons. George T. Stagg is amazing. Any way you want to say it, but just take the name and all of it out of it. Just like flavor and taste alone. I don't care about names anymore. I've grown way past that. I'm just smelling what I'm smelling in the glass, what I'm tasting, and what I want more of. And I am in the mood for some nuts. Give me some of that Claremont, baby. That's my final answer for the night. The book is closed. Done deal. 10-mile run? I get pissed if I have to drive 10 miles. Yeah, I'm meeting a buddy. We're running 10 miles. Gonna be a blast. Drink all night on Friday and then go run 10 miles. Gotta admit, I'm drinking with you. No way in heck I'm deadlifting tomorrow. Well, the difference with me is like, right now, it's the end of my stream. I'm done drinking for the night. I'm gonna go drink a metric shit ton of electrolytes and stuff, and then I'll be in bed at like 9 o'clock. So I could definitely, like, my body wants to keep drinking the rest of the night, but this is what you got to do. You got to set goals. I'm trying to run a marathon. Like, I gotta wake up. I gotta run. And I gotta run far. So, it sucks. Yeah, hey, but you know what that means? You know what that means? I run, and then I can start drinking by noon tomorrow. And that's the plan. That's the plan, is tomorrow we're going to grill some steaks. I got the house to myself. Me and the neighbor, we're going to get some bourbon, we're going to get some beers, and we're going to get some steaks, and we're going to grill, and we're just going to drink and hang out. all day. It's the freaking plan. All right, guys. I'm wrapping it up. Reminder. 2 things. There's 2 points of interest that I'm about to tell you right now. It hasn't been decided. I would much rather do what I'm about to tell you live for everyone. So there's a huge possibility that Monday we will be live again. Monday evening, live on my right here, going over some barrel picks with David, Kira, and Gene. The original lineup. Guess what? They're not dead. They're going to do a pick. Gene sent us 4 different barrels, wildly different from each other. I want to do it live for everyone. So, it's kind of more up to them what they want to do. Bare minimum, we will be live together, but it will be Patreon. But then I think we're gonna be live here on this channel, open to everybody, Monday night, with Nerds and Turds, Shelf Turds, WhiskeyChannel.com, freaking Gene from Cat's Eye, all of us. And we're gonna drink through these, and we're gonna select a barrel live. So that's when you'll see me next. If you are not a Patreon, then you have 50-50 chance. If you are a Patreon, you have a 100% chance of seeing me on Monday. Other than that, I will be gone the next 2 Fridays. We leave for Washington State on Thursday, and we won't be back until it'll be like the next weekend. So I will miss the next Friday as well. So
Enjoy the live. First time catching your
poor
channel.
decisions.
The great content.
He says, enjoy the live. First time catching your channel. Keep up the great content. Well, guess what? Poor decisions. We do this every friggin' Friday. We're complete degenerates in here. And we drink heavily. And we speak our honest opinions. Every one of us. So, welcome aboard. This is probably the place you want to be. Because I'm not going to try and sell you on anything other than just drinking more and then make your own opinion. So, poor decisions. Love ya. Thanks for stopping by. And then thanks for the freaking super chat. You psycho. This guy. Jake, love you, bro. You better be running in the morning. Everyone else, I freaking love you. Again, I will see you guys Monday. Plan on Monday. We're going to do a barrel pick. 49er fan Matt, thank you for these pours. Absolutely incredible. Bet you Claremont being number 1 wasn't on your bingo card. Hey, maybe I'll try them. Maybe I'll try them sober tomorrow. And see what I think. I stand by my opinion. I'm not drunk. Freaking love you. Did I scare you? Did I trick you? John Cloud. Freaking love you, John. I saw you come in here earlier. I didn't say hey. Good night. See you Monday. Dram it all. Peace out, nerds. Cheers, everyone. Have a great weekend. Have a great Saturday. Have a great night. Go enjoy Matt Madness or whatever. I think Shook is on. Go ahead and let Dan Shook know that Trev was wearing the shirt and that don't even say that. Let Dan Shook know that I love Dan Shook. And then tell him that my abs have gotten better. All right, love you guys. I'm out of here. I'm going to go eat a little snacky snack and go to beddy bed so I can go runny run. Love ya. Have a good weekend.